All right, a video for the strugglers, the guys that are just so desperate to move forward and to progress, but you just can't. You can't break through the glass ceiling. The glass ceiling is what I refer to when it's like you know who the fuck you can be. You know what you're capable of. You can see that potential. Maybe you've even experienced it before, but for some reason, you just can't get to that level consistently enough. Every fucking 6 months, once in a blue moon. But you can see other people that maybe that when you're at your top level, you know that you're better than. But you're seeing these people be more consistent than you, be more aligned than you, and they're getting better results than you are. This was me. And I relate to you guys. I know the pains, I know the problems, but I'm someone who's studied it so deeply where I know the answers. I know how you can go from being stuck, frustrated and underperforming to becoming more successful. And the reason why a lot of you guys are stuck is because you don't understand how your mind and reality truly works. And you don't understand the relationship between your mind and reality and how to align them and merge them together. So you remove all the struggle and all the resistance and all the suffering between where you are and where you want to be. And most of you guys are too busy listening to fucking 12-year-olds online that have no real life understanding. They haven't been through the seasons of success and failure, or not enough of them. And these are the people that you're listening to. So you're going to take this video of how to outsmart your subconscious mind to make yourself so disciplined and wired for success that it feels like fucking cheating, from an ex-Premier League footballer who's played at the highest levels of professional football, that's dedicated their lives to high performance and elite mental frameworks and universal laws to take me from someone who was struggling in my career for years to a breakthrough to playing for Liverpool in the Premier League and performing at some of the highest levels for a long period of time. So, guys, you gotta understand, you cannot outperform your own self-image. Your self-image is the identity that you've created, and it lives in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, whatever exists as a truth in your subconscious mind will overpower everything else in your life to make sure that your reality is a complete reflection to the self-image that it holds. You will never be more successful than that self-image. You will never be less successful than that self-image. Your subconscious mind will nail your reality dead head on. It will nail the fucking pin on the head of exactly where it needs to be to reflect the identity that you have of yourself. So this is the problem. Instead of putting all your efforts into changing what's in your subconscious mind, you try and fight the instructions that your subconscious mind has. Your subconscious mind is like an unstoppable object that will not be stopped. You cannot stop it. So you're trying to fight against your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind, it holds the identity right now, maybe that, you're not good enough. You're not good enough to get to the next level of your career. You're only good enough to be here. You're only good enough to make 20 grand a month. You're not good enough or worthy enough to make 50. So your subconscious mind is going to create the reality for you. It's going to sentence you to take actions that only get you to 20K a month, that only get you to a certain level in your career. Nothing fucking more and nothing less. Because this is how it works. This is how your subconscious mind works in relation to the world, to the universe. So you can fight as much as you want. If you don't believe that you're good enough, your subconscious mind will sentence you like a prison sentence to only be able to take and perform certain specific habits that create that level that you believe that you're good enough for or not good enough for. So you will literally watch yourself sabotaging. You'll watch yourself not do the work. You will watch yourself eat junk food so you get out of shape, so you believe in yourself even less, so you don't ever get too successful. It's like you'll have an out-of-body experience where you're watching yourself fail because your subconscious mind don't give a fuck about what you consciously want. If everybody got what they consciously want, then everybody would be rich, everybody would be successful, everybody would be living the exact life that they want to live. But they're not, because it doesn't fucking matter about what you consciously think or what you consciously want. That's only responsible for about 5% of your reality. It has very, very little influence over your behavior and your life and your reality and your results. It's what you deeply, deeply, emotionally and energetically believe that's going to create the reality that you experience. So instead of spending all your energy trying to fight against your subconscious mind, and you're trying to fight the force against your subconscious mind. That's why when you wake up every day, everything feels like such a fight. There's so much resistance, there's so much struggle. Because you're trying to fight the instruction and the direction of your subconscious mind. Fucking impossible. You can't. You might be able to do it for a day, for an hour, and this is where burnout comes. This is when you always revert back to your old level and your old identity. That's why when you start getting to a certain level of success, you start feeling a force that watches you start self-sabotaging to make sure that you prove your subconscious mind right. That's one thing you need to understand about your subconscious mind. It always proves itself right. That's the nature of your subconscious mind. So if your subconscious mind doesn't believe that you can get to 50 grand a month, then when you're at 45, you will sabotage, you'll stop doing the things that you need to do that got you to 45 and that's going to take you to 50. You'll stop doing them. Consciously or unconsciously, you ain't got a fucking choice. You will stop to make sure that your subconscious mind is right. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Other than stop using all of your efforts and all of your life energy to fight against your subconscious mind, because it's a losing fight. You're going to use that energy and you're going to direct that energy inwards, not outwards, inwards. You're going to rise above your subconscious mind and create a new identity, a new reality, new possibilities. And you're going to drop that identity and that new reality into your subconscious mind until it accepts it as a truth. And now you just sit back, no fighting, no struggle, no resistance. You don't need fucking discipline, because it's not about discipline, it's about identity. Because we're all disciplined. We're all disciplined to do something. The fat guy that sits at home eating shit all day, he's real disciplined to do that. He's real disciplined to watch every fucking Netflix series that exists. Does that not require discipline? Like, that would be hard for me to do. I wouldn't be disciplined at that. I would fail every single time, because my subconscious mind, the self-image that I've created that lives in my subconscious mind, isn't of a fat fuck that watches Netflix series and doesn't achieve anything in his life. That's not what I'm wired for. So I would find it very hard to do that. So for the person that does do that, and they're disciplined to do that every single day, that's because what they're wired for. And when you're wired for something, you don't need discipline. The inner motivation to do the things you need to do to create that, to match the reality of that self-image, you don't need discipline. You get gifted the internal motivation to do what that person needs to do to create the reality that matches that self-image. So do you see how by creating a new identity that sits inside your subconscious mind, removes all the resistance and all the struggle from your life, and then creates alignment? And now you take what I call inspired action. That's one of the three laws that I teach inside my coaching program, inside my consultancy, of how to get yourself into a state that creates inspired action. No more fighting, no more discipline. I wasn't disciplined to make this video. I didn't fight myself to make this video. I didn't bully myself to make this video. It's through alignment what I fucking had to. I got sentenced to do this. There's nothing I can do about it, but I don't want to do anything about it, because I intentionally created the self-image that I want, and now I just waited to be gifted the internal motivation to do the things that I need to do to create the reality that my self-image, that would match my self-image. Do you understand? So the way you do this is through getting back, returning home to your consciousness. Your consciousness is above your subconscious mind. Once you return to your consciousness, and you can do this through different ways, but let's say meditation is one of the most powerful, where you meditate, you become the observer, you rise above thought, you rise above identity, you rise above your self-image and your ego. You get a new idea, a new identity, a new possibility, because your subconscious mind can't create anything new. It can only repeat what it already knows. Your consciousness, which taps into the spiritual realm, in the spiritual realm exists everything, all possibilities. That's why if you use your imagination, you can create things in your mind that you've never seen before in your life, because you get that directly from the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is the all, where everything exists, including your new identity, your new level of income, the new position in your career that you would like. And you take it from that realm and you filter it down into your subconscious mind. Now I need to create a whole new fucking video about how you get this new idea to, how you get your subconscious mind to accept this new idea that you brought from the spiritual realm down into a reality and into truth that you emotionally and energetically believe in. That's another video. But for now, use your imagination once for something fucking positive. Everybody's so used to using their imagination for negativity, to create negative scenarios. You take you use consciousness to go into the spiritual realm, grab negative scenarios of you failing, and you filter it down into the subconscious mind. So what I'm telling you, you already fucking know how to do it. You just don't know how to do it consciously and intentionally for what you actually want. So, until I make the next video, what you need to do is think about how you're creating negative scenarios. Then you understand where your power really lies. You understand the power of your imagination, because you use your imagination every single day, but you just use it for negativity. You know the guy that sits there looking really worried, and you can see the person looking really worried, and you can tell, you know what they're doing. You know they're sitting there imagining negative scenarios. They're in creation mode right then. They're manifesting right now. They're taking their mind into the spiritual realm, grabbing ideas and scenarios that hasn't even happened yet, and then filtering it down into the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind accepts it as truth. Once your subconscious mind accepts that as truth, it's now going to build a reality for you. It's going to sentence you to take habits that are going to create that reality into your life. So, look, if you want help with this, if you want help rewiring your subconscious mind to change your reality, if you're an athlete, an entrepreneur, or a professional that needs help, you're stuck at a certain level and you want to break through to your next level, then there's a link in the description where you can book in a call with me, and you'll speak to me personally, and we'll have a strategy call to understand whether this is a good fit for you and how I can help. If so, click the link. If not, continue watching my free content. I'll make another video on how to get your subconscious mind to accept your new identity and have it work for you and not against you.